we definitely need that state budget in place. That is the working plan for the economy for the long haul, which was your question. We need to do what many other countries have to do, which is invest in infrastructure, invest in education. As the economies progress, especially the high tech, you want high human capital to be right next to this technology. We need to advance our economy for the next decade in order to continue to grow and put those investment in. The challenge will be to put them in a very responsible fiscal way, such that debt to GDP is still stable over the next coming years.
Just in terms of the challenges going forward, obviously the coronavirus pandemic is something that no one can predict, and we're all just waiting and watching in so many ways. You talked about inflation off the back of this and what that could potentially look like. Security, obviously, for Israel is a concern. How do you think about this strategically as central bank governor? Because there's so many things to keep in mind. I mean, what is the strategy there?
Well, the main point for us is right now to ensure that economic activity is increased. We are still seeing frictions in employment. In particular, we're worried about people with age 40 or so that need to go back into the labor force. Those dealing with restaurants, etc., they're likely to come back to work once most of the limitations are lifted. But as you mentioned, the Delta variant provides some kind of a risk, which we hope doesn't really take place. Strategically going forward, I said we have to put these economic long-term investments. We have to do it in a fiscal responsible way. We're not the only countries. Many countries, whether it's in Europe, obviously in the US, there's a lot of talk about fiscal stimulus. In Israel, it's a necessary condition for us to have growth for the next 10 years, to include more segments of society into quality employment. And I think this is, for us, the biggest challenge from an economic standpoint as we go forward.